What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of High Fiber Sports. On this episode, we're talking the NFL draft and our favorite prospects and where we'd like to see them go. All that and more right now. Kick your feet up. Let's get into it. All right, welcome in to High Fiber Sports. Again, we're talking NFL draft this episode. Real quick, guys. First of all, if it's your first time joining, thanks for being here, dropping in. We would love for you to smash the thumbs up if you love the conversation. Go to the channel, check out all of our other episodes coming up on our 1-year anniversary here. Got tons of stuff covered for you guys. Go and subscribe, and so you get all the notifications when the new videos pop up. Matt's got his shorts rolling as usual. But yeah, check that out and would love to have you guys along for the ride. I'm Doug, got Matt Cobald, Brad McDonald, and boys, we're just around the corner from the NFL draft. And so we got to talk, we're going to play a little game, and let's take some prospects that we like, some players that we really enjoy in college, and then kind of play general manager, so to speak. So if you're out there and you're looking for a fit for a football team, where you'd like to see these boys go, and we'll do two each. We'll kind of go around the horn here, and we'll start with Matt. And Matt, I have a feeling I know which team you're going to pick first as far as a fit, but we'll confirm that right now. Who do you like in this draft, and where do you like them going there, preferably first round?
You already know, Doug. Sniffing up the Tennessee Titans at the number 4 overall pick. My Titans, we got to talk about them. Need just about everything, fellas. You know, not one player isn't going to fix this freaking mess. Back-to-back seasons with 3 wins here. I wouldn't mind trading back, you know, like the Bears did a couple years ago, getting all those picks, okay? I wouldn't mind trading back, getting a few guys. I wouldn't mind defense, okay? Your boy, Robert Saleh. What's he like? He's a defensive guy, okay? David Bailey or Arvell Reese Falls? Definitely. Sonny Styles? Maybe. Caleb Downs? I don't know. Maybe an offensive lineman, but I'm not sold on the offensive lineman. So if we stay at 4, let's get Cam Ward a weapon, okay? He needs playmakers. I'm going with the number 4 overall pick to the Tennessee Titans. I'm going my guy Jeremiah Love.
Shocker. So he picked a Notre Dame player to go to the Tennessee Titans. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Might be a little selfish, okay? Might be a little greedy of me, okay? And it might be a bad use of resources to draft a running back at number 4 when you're probably not ready to compete, okay? Might be a bad use of resources. We look at the Raiders last year, Ashton Genty, number 6 overall. Didn't look that good because first-round running backs don't look that good behind 6th and 7th round offensive linemen, okay? So it could be something similar here. But I think Jeremiah Love is special, fellas. Could be a home run here. Could be the best football player in this draft. He's slippery and quick. He's fast and strong, a 4.36 640. He can outrun you. He can run through you. Big playability. He led the FBS last season with 8 plays of 20-plus yards. Super explosive. Dual threat, 55 receptions over these last 2 years. That's a lot in college, okay? Looks like a receiver running out of the backfield. Good pass blocker also. Last 2 years at Notre Dame, he had the ball. 3,014 scrimmage yards. That was tied for second in FBS. And he led the FBS with 40 scrimmage touchdowns, 35 of them on the ground, okay? Last one here. In 498 career touches, Jeremiah Love never lost a fumble. Put one on the ground and fell on it. Put one on the ground in his career and fell on it. That's crazy. 498 career touches. He broke multiple Notre Dame rushing records. He won the Doak Walker Award last year. He was 3rd for the Heisman. Jeremiah Love has the complete skill set to be a difference maker and immediately gives Cam Ward a stud to grow with. Give me Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, number 4 to my Titans.
Doug, do you want to tell them how stupid that is, or do you want me to go first?
I acknowledge running back at number 4 could be a bad use of resources.
So I'll go first? Okay.
Mel Kiper's
I mean, you kind of made my point, dude. Like, right? I mean, like you said it already, and like I thought I saw some sort of statistic where like a rookie running back drafted that high would end up being like a top 5 paid running back in the NFL. So just value wise,
He'd be the
it's
7th. He'd be the 7th
yeah,
right
okay.
off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's my
Ouch.
point.
Ouch.
Yeah, and even if he's that good, I think Ashton Genty is better than what he showed last year too.
Yeah.
But if you get beat up behind a shit team, like yeah, I know he's a difference maker, and he's not just a running back; he's a wide receiver too, with 4.3 speed. Obviously, no joke, but at his size, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I you can't get him offensive linemen. I mean, look at what like Jim Harbaugh's done in his 2 NFL staffs: build both sides of the line. That's what you got to do to win the NFL. Um, it's yes, all the flashy stuff is nice, but if you can't protect for Cam Ward, he's not going to develop properly, and then you wasted the pick there. I don't know. I disagree, Doug. I don't know if you got
Yeah, and to Matt's point, I mean, if you're going to go offensive, which I don't disagree with, but I mean, if you're going to take an offensive lineman or build the trenches, then you can definitely trade back at those picks and you can stock because. Yeah, I mean, you could easily trade back in the first round, get a very solid, offensive tackle, guard, whatever, and build the trenches there. But yeah, running back at number 4, that's
it's spicy.
but we, Brad and I are in the Kyle Shanahan camp. I mean, running backs are a dime a dozen. You can pick those up at the secondhand store, and you can get it figured out. A number 4 overall pick on a running back is brave.
It's a little selfish. It's a little greedy. 6
Oh,
foot
no shit,
215, running a 4.3. 6 foot 215, running a 4.3. He's special, boys.
Yeah. Again, we all know why you picked the Titans from Notre Dame. I mean, Jesus Christ, of course you're going to do that.
Give it to me.
I mean, anyone that's watched this channel at all knows exactly what you were going to say on that one.
Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, Brad, who you got tonight?
Well, for the first one, I kind of went based off of like team and what I think the need is more than looking at the player and where they would fit the best. My first start was with the Chiefs at number 9. Obviously, I think they need help on offense. Kelsey is on the downhill slide, possibly retiring any year. I mean, if he's not going to retire this year, probably next year, like maybe 2 years tops. So they need another like a yak guy, explosive patch catcher. I don't care, wide receiver, tight end, whatever. Because I mean, Worthy, he's a track athlete that plays football, not the other way around. He gets hurt too much. When he's in, he can make explosive plays and do a bunch of things. But he's a gadget guy. At most, he's just going to be used for certain plays, sweeps. I don't know. There's not enough there he doesn't seem like he's going to be an everyday pass catcher, like 3 down guy every single time. I don't buy it. And then honestly, their most reliable pass catcher is Rashee Rice. And can you rely on him not being a moron?
Right now.
At this point in time, there's no proof. Yeah.
So
far in the league, he has 2 third-degree felonies and a domestic assault charge that was dropped, mind you. So I don't know, could be nothing. But where there's smoke, there's fire. It's like he appears to be a large Antonio Brown fan, I guess. I would put it that way. So I think the Chiefs go with the guy that could be a wide receiver or a tight end. We know who that is. Ran a 4.39 40-yard dash at 241 pounds. Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon.
Wow,
that guy is a freak. Fastest tight end since like Vernon Davis. And about the same size too. He had like 560 yards last year, and most of them were after the catch. He's a speed demon. I think you give Andy Reid a guy that can block and run like that. Woo! I think he could do some nasty things with him. So I like the fit there. I think at 9, Sadiq is still there. Some people might be I've seen him go around that area, so maybe a little lower, sometimes a little higher, but I think Chiefs right there. You get a home run because, like I said, you can play him at wide receiver with
Yeah, I think
that
they
speed.
pick at 9. I think
Yeah.
they're is that where they're sitting
Yeah.
at? So,
Yeah.
a lot of mocks some mocks he's dropped quite a bit, which is kind of surprising. So, maybe they trade back a little bit, but you got to have something. Kelsey is, I mean, he's a skeleton anymore. You're going to need something behind him. Like you said, Sadiq can line up a wide receiver, but um, I guess I don't know about block. Is he a good blocker? I guess I know
I
he's an
haven't.
athletic
I'm
freak,
no.
but
I'm no
yeah,
tape evaluator or where
yeah.
I'd be able to judge him one way or the other. I'm enamored by the intangibles. I'm not going to lie with athleticism. I think he had like a 43 and a half inch vertical leap too.
Mm.
Like, come the fuck on. Sign me up all day.
We'll see.
Doug, who's your first guy that you got?
Well, I'm going to go the opposite way of you, Brad. I'm going to pick the dude I like, and then I kind of looked to see who this gentleman would fit with, or something that I would like to see that would be fun. And I'm going to start with wide receiver U, the Ohio State University, and Carnell Tate. This guy, and why do I mean, you look at the hype around Ohio State receivers recently. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
You got Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Emeka Egbuka. So the hype has been real the last few years. So I think he's the real deal. If you watch this guy's highlight reel, he's got hands for days. This guy carries a football around with him everywhere, whether he's at home, whether he's out. Ridiculous hands. Not the fastest guy, but he kind of, if you watch his highlights, he kind of reminds me of the Texas Tech version of Michael Crabtree. Just snags everything that comes at him. He can go up and get it. He can put his body in position on balls that are like underthrown, back shoulder, that kind of thing. Played opposite Jeremiah Smith this year. 50-plus receptions last 2 years. 875 yards in 2025 with 9 touchdowns. National champ in 2024. Who do I like him going to? I would love to see him snagged by John Harbaugh and the New York Giants.
Whoa.
I think that Jackson Dart, you're welcome. Here's another weapon to go with Malik Neighbors. You got Cam Scattaboo in the backfield now. You're getting those guys back. That offense, guys, I think we talked about it, but when Jackson Dart is in there, completely different football team. I mean, they're actually formidable, like scary. You have Neighbors and Tate on the field at the same time. I think that would be great. Matt Nagy was hired by Harbaugh as the offensive coordinator. Wishy-washy career at Chicago, but he went to the Chiefs and won back-to-back Super Bowls as the offensive coordinator there. Granted, he's got Patrick Mahomes, so whatever. But I love Carnell Tate, you guys. Again, I think he ran just over a 4.5 40, so he's not that track star that we talked about. But you give Jackson Dart a dude that he can just toss the ball up, get that little separation middle of the field, go up and grab the pass. I love that weapon opposite of Malik Neighbors.
I think that's the right direction. I like them. It's a gamble, especially with Neighbors going out last year, but Tyson out of Arizona State, man. I think wide receiver is a good idea because they are building all around him. I think they've got a solid core there, and it's the same reason why, I picked them to do better than they did last year. And then getting that extra first round pick, because they're 8 now, right? Is their first pick?
They're 5 right now. 5
Sorry.
and 10.
5 and 10. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. 5 and 10. And so I think you could take Tyson second, though. I think obviously maybe go one of the lines, I would say, on the first pick. But I still like what you're saying with them going wide receiver. And I mean, you're right on the Ohio State wide receiver thing. I mean, recently it's been proven they're all good.
I'm going to piggyback on you there, Doug, because I also want to talk about Carnell Tate, but I got a different team. Here.
Oh,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to add on to you because
yeah.
is he the top receiver for you, Doug, in this draft?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I like him the best.
You brought up your guy Tyson. Brad.
Yeah.
And then I think Makai Lemon is also up there, the top three from USC there. I think that's probably your top three consensus for receivers this year. But Carnell Tate, he is on the top of my board, okay? Just going to piggyback on you, Doug. 17.2 yards per reception last year. That was seventh in FBS. And he led the FBS last year with 6 touchdowns of 30 plus air yards. 5 of those were over 40 yards. Big play ability here from Carnell Tate. He's playing with Jeremiah Smith, so the numbers don't pop out at you. But like you said, consistent. 50 plus receptions the last 2 years. It's going to be a fifth straight year that a Buckeye wide receiver is going in the first round. Next year, it's going to be Jeremiah Smith. These guys are churning them out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go one pick later than you, Doug. I'm going to go to the Cleveland Browns, okay? Right there, about 2 hours away from Columbus, right in the backyard. They've done their due diligence on them. They need a wide receiver there in Cleveland. They need offensive line too, but they have the 24th overall pick in the first round. I think they're going to target both receiver and offensive line here. Whatever they go at number 6, they're going to go the opposite at number 24. Can you boys tell me the wide receivers for the Cleveland Browns right now?
Exactly. That's why I'm not arguing with you. I at first wanted
One
to,
name.
but
Give me one name that plays wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns. They need it, boys.
Yeah.
Dave from accounting.
Dave from accounting.
Top four according to ESPN. Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman,
Judy, that's right.
Isaiah
Jesus.
Bond, and
Bond. Okay.
Malachi Corley. Okay, that's your top four. The Browns, they conducted 8 wide receiver visits. That may not sound like a lot, but that was the most of any team. I think Carnell Tate can be the big dog for Shadur Sanders in Cleveland.
I mean, like I said, I can't argue with your premise there because I guess at this point in time with quarterbacks they have on the roster, with as much they've already gotten Watson, you got to give him and Shadur and I guess Gabriel all a shot. There's no point in doing quarterback at that pick because the only one worth picking that high is going to be gone. So you might as well give these guys a shot because, like you said, there has been no weapons in Cleveland. Judkins, obviously, he's going to be. No? What? Worried about him?
Snapped his leg at the end of the year.
Yeah, I know, but legs heal.
Yeah, I know.
You got 2 of them.
I like Judkins.
Yeah.
Had him in both leagues.
No, I did too. I had in multiple leagues, but I think you get maybe Shadur some wide receivers, and it might, or whoever ends up starting. I highly doubt Watson pulls it up.
Fuck him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he pulls out too often, so I doubt he pulls it out here either.
Oh man!
All right, Brad, give us your last guy for the NFL draft.
All right, like I said before, I kind of went more team oriented. So, I saw the Vikings at 18. My proposal is they send J.J. McCarthy back to college football or trade for the best UFL player.
UFL. Back-to-back week UFL.
Yeah.
Big fan over there.
Big UFL fan. Yeah. I'm sorry.
JJ
McCarthy.
Guy saw Hakeem Butler going off and he's like, I love the UFL.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he sucks. We all know it, including the Vikings. They got Kyler Murray there. There's no way he's not going to beat him out. And afterwards, no one's going to want to touch McCarthy with the 10-foot pole. He's done. He with his alter ego that comes out when apparently he plays well, so not often. He's the perfect mix of Aaron Rodgers' confidence with Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers' playing ability.
That's
it's
stretch.
Yeah. And speaking of that, my actual pick, obviously, I was just messing around there, is the Steelers at 21. Why we're talking about Aaron Rodgers? Draft Ty Simpson. Knock this shit off. I'm done with it. I'm over it. You've got to draft a quarterback at some point in time. They're stuck picking in the early 20s for years, and bringing back A-Rod with the nursing home defense that's the most expensive in the league doesn't make any sense. I mean, what were they? I think most expensive, and they were 17th in points and 26th in yards last year. And the offense, like Aaron Rodgers, could be a quarterback on a team that had like a great defense. That'd be fine. But their offense sucked too. I mean, they ended up, I think, 25th in total yards, 22nd in passing, and 26th in rushing yards.
Yeah.
So that's not enough to mask a shit defense.
Bad
They're going to be in the
combo.
exact same spot. So Steelers, not. I don't know. Like the only opinion I have on Ty Simpson is what all the ex quarterback evaluators say about him, and a lot of them are a lot higher on on him than the draft analysts. And so those guys, when they say that stuff, the whatever what Aaron Rodgers' little brother, I'm forgetting his first name. He does ESPN. Orlovsky, like multiple of those quarterback evaluators that look at the college players, they're all saying that he is the second best guy in the draft and he should be a first rounder. And so at this point in time, um, why keep doing the same thing over and over again, Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
You got to suck for 1 year, man. See what you got. Trot Will Howard and Ty Simpson out there and just see if one of them can do it. Because Aaron Rodgers isn't the one thing that's going to take you to the promised land. So why are you doing it again? You're just going to be in the same spot.
Well, and
Near
here we are again.
500.
We don't even know if he's doing this thing where he just hangs out. Nobody
Right?
knows if he's gonna play or where he's going
Yeah.
or what he's gonna.
Go to the closet again, the dark room.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Go to your dark place.
Poop on
Stop.
your-
So annoying.
Poop on yourself and figure it out, Rodgers. My goodness.
I did not realize he was into self defecating.
In that dark room, you
like
don't know
mushrooms.
where you're pooping in that dark room for 7 days.
That's a good point. You got to poop somewhere. Yeah,
You're slipping
that
it
makes sense.
eventually.
Yeah, but I'm over him. I say Steelers.
Yeah.
Draft a quarterback. Get over it.
I want to see what they have in Will Howard for sure, because I was a little bit higher on
why
him
not?
last year than the consensus. But Ty Simpson, I'm not sure. It's a weaker quarterback class this year. Ty
For sure.
Simpson, probably that second guy. It's probably a good fit there. But 15 career starts in college for Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know, but just keep drafting guys high, and one of them is going to work eventually. But like bringing old guys in that are way past their prime. I mean, they've done it 3 years now. Like, what are we doing?
Just keep throwing it at them. I mean, you got Mike McCarthy now. I mean, let him get a guy he can coach up. Maybe that's Will Howard. I have no idea, but take the Cleveland approach. Just bring in 12 quarterbacks and see if you can figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, and I liked what you said about McCarthy too, because think about it. He was the head coach when Rodgers was at his best, and he was the head coach when Prescott was at his best. You can't tell me he doesn't have anything to do with that whatsoever. He clearly can coach up quarterback play. So yeah, I'm with you, man. Just get a bunch of guys in there. He can make someone serviceable. Like Aaron Rodgers at this point in time. I forget. I didn't write it down, the stat, like air yards per toss, but it was absolutely pathetic. Like he was afraid of getting hit. He got that ball in his hand as fast as he could.
Well, I kind of saw Aaron Rodgers like, okay, if Pittsburgh puts out a good defense and they got that backfield, they took running back out of Iowa, so they had a couple of guys back there that I was like, they'll lean on the run game and kind of, like you said, mask his age and kind of declining ability with a good defense, but they just didn't run the ball well and they sucked on defense. And so, now you're sitting here again, like, is Aaron going to play? Is he not going to play? And they're not in a position to sit there and be like, what do we have at quarter? If you don't have a quarterback figured out right now, when all this offseason stuff is starting, you're kind of in trouble. I agree with you. You got to make a move. I don't know about Ty Simpson. Like Matt said, he only 15 starts at college, so we'll see. But you got to figure out the quarterback position in Pittsburgh because everything else is kind of very mediocre, if not well below. So,
right, Doug, who do you got for your last dude?
All right. Well, he was mentioned earlier in this episode, and I'm going to stay at the Ohio State University, and I'm going to look at linebacker Sonny Styles, who is kind this dude's just a defensive football player. He started his career at Ohio State as a safety, just converted to linebacker in 2024. So he's played 2 seasons at linebacker. This guy's 6'4", 244. He's a big guy. First team All-American in 2025, obviously national champ. Ran a 4.46 40. This guy's got some speed. He can run side to side. He can cover, and he's pretty much run that defense at Ohio State. Like you talk to his teammates, and from every interview that I've seen, he was the guy making sure everybody's in position. He was that quarterback on the defensive side of the football. Really that voice year in and year out, great in coverage. When I look at somebody or a team who could use a guy like him, and again, I'm not going so much on draft position because this is kind of dicey, unless maybe it depends on where everybody kind of has him on the board. But I'm going to, he's a guy that needs to go to a defense that needs help. And of course, we know that's Dallas all day. Dallas picks at number 12. I've seen some
trade up.
They're going to have to trade up. And I know that Styles is up there with a couple other linebackers. So again, kind of like wide receiver, like you could probably pick 2 or 3 guys that, everybody's kind of got their favorites. But I like Styles because he takes command of the defense. He's not like a one-trick pony. Like he understands coverage. He was a safety before. He understands like he can rush the quarterback. He had 6 sacks in his first year as linebacker. So he can rush the quarterback. He can cover side to side. He's got that safety mindset where he knows kind of the coverages lining up with the sets. Dallas was last in the NFL with over 30 points per game given up. So
that's good, right?
I mean, playing him out there with the green dot, let him run, a little, Homer, almost like a Fred Warner type. Like he doesn't, when you watch his highlight reel, he's not like you don't see him on every play, like flying around like that, but a guy who knows the defense, who can coach up, kind of get everybody in position for the best possible outcome. He can drop back in coverage. Christian Parker got hired as the defensive coordinator in Dallas. He's only 34. He's the youngest coordinator in team history. So let's get a guy. They say he's going to run a 3-4 base. Get a linebacker there who's in the middle, who can take charge, can plug the A gap if needed, stop the run game, can go side to side, sideline to sideline. He can drop back in coverage. I like Sonny Styles. I like his versatile skill set. Into a defense that's struggling, like you said, probably have to trade up to get him. But I think at this point, the defense was so bad in Dallas, the Cowboys have to do something. I mean, they gotta take care of that side of the ball, and why not start with the leader on the defense at linebacker?
Everything you said is right about him, but I think Dallas has too many holes to trade away 2 first-round picks. I think they need to use both of them on defense, honestly. That's my only qualm with the argument, because they're going to have to put those 2 picks in to be able to get Styles, because he's going to go super early. Fit-wise, sure, but I think Dallas needs too much. I think you got to keep them both and pray, because Dallas has actually been pretty good at drafting players recently. So they've actually hit on quite a few guys. I don't know. I think you hold on to the picks, but if they did it, I wouldn't be that shocked either.
I could see Sonny Styles going number 4 to my Titans. My goodness, with Salah.
Salah likes him.
The Fred Warner comparison. Yeah. So I could see him going as high as number 4, number 5 to the Giants even. If you're Dallas and you love Sonny Styles, you got to trade up.
100%. All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining us here on High Fiber Sports. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and also put in the chat, who do you think the best fits are and where they should go? But remember, on draft day, everyone looks good in gym shorts, but character matters unless they run a 4.2.